I'm going to die. Everybody I know is going to die. Like, it's all going to happen. And I made peace with it. I was actually able to like I went through this like valley.
Holy
and I
cow.
was like, death is permanent. Death is forever. All this stuff. And then it was like, oh yeah, but that's cool.
All right, so I'm going to open this one, and I kind of wanted to start off with something really depressing that you've been sending me on Instagram. Punch the Monkey.
Yeah.
And I think it's near Tokyo, Japan. Wasn't it the garden?
It's in Japan. There's like a zoo. It's like botanical gardens.
Yeah. Botanical gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punch. I'm devastated.
It's devastating.
It's been a hell of a week, and Punch has not made it any better.
I know.
It's haunting me.
I know.
It's all I think about, honestly. Like I was at work, and my mind drifts back to him, and I'm like, I hope he's doing good.
Seriously.
If the viewers haven't seen it, it's this little baby monkey abandoned by his mom pretty much at birth. And he carries around this like stuffed little orangutan that simulates the comfort from his mom, and he hugs it and runs to it when he's afraid, and the other monkeys bully him.
I know.
And
like
I
saw one shove him. I saw one
see the one where they dragged him in the circle.
Oh man,
it's so sad.
Yeah, it was.
And it's so heartbreaking. Monkeys are like easily my favorite animal.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is just like a heartbreaking story. I saw this like comic strip where it's him like finally getting ready to socialize, and like he's like, oh, I'm brave, and then like the stuffed orangutan is like sitting in the back.
Oh no.
And then it's like, bye.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel bad for the plush, dude.
Yeah.
Like I just care so much about it. And it's like
the AI video, I saw some stupid AI videos of him though.
Yeah.
But they kind of hit.
I saw one of him like fighting back against the monkeys and doing like karate.
Yes, I saw one of Caesar from coming up to him from Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Punch, man. It's been a hard journey, but it's I don't know why it's so emotional. I think it's just like that human feeling of like wanting to be accepted and then like finding comfort in
they're monkeys. I mean
something. I mean, I think monkeys are very close to humans.
They are,
you know, but like I don't know. Maybe like we all relate to Punch. I saw some post that was like everybody has Punches in their lives and like you should look out for them and like, you know, show them some love. And I'm like, yeah, man.
It's that stuffed animal. I kind of see him like grooming it sometimes too, picking off dirt off the thing. It's so that I don't know. I've never seen another animal care so much for just an inanimate object like that. Like I've seen my roommate's dog love that little cow that he has, a little toy cow, but the next toy that comes in, he's forgetting about that cow.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
I've just never seen an animal. I mean, it's a monkey, but cares so much for something like that.
And it's you know, the circumstance of it is like really sad too, you know, because like being rejected by his mom and all that, and like there are positive things going on. Like he's starting to get a little bit accepted in the tribe and all that. I actually saw a video. I didn't like watch the whole thing, but it was talking about like the hierarchy of like monkeys and apes, and this is just part of that system where like Punch has to like find his place in the hierarchy and everything. Right. And, you know, I've seen some people like criticize the zoo and they're like, they're not taking care of him. They need to get him out of there. But like, I don't know. I feel like it might be, I trust Japan more than like America as far as like taking care of animals.
Yeah. America's not shown very good results with that. But do you think he should be set free, or do you still think he should be taken care of? Okay.
I used to be staunchly anti-zoo.
Okay.
I used to be like, they're animal prisons and why, but then I learned that like zoos are there sometimes to like rehabilitate animals.
Exactly.
Or like if they're too messed up to actually survive in the wild, this is a way that they can just have a life and be taken care of.
Yeah. That's how they should be, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's how they in an ideal world, they're all like that. And
sure.
I feel like, so obviously there's something with Punch's situation that he's here, and I just feel like I'm not a zoologist, I'm not an expert, so like I don't know, and I feel like if he's there, hopefully it's the best possible place for him.
Hope so too.
And yeah, I mean, shout out Punch. We're thinking about you, sending you love.
Right. The zoologists, I know they're trying, but like he's like grabbing onto their legs.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just him, loving his caretakers.
Right.
And I mean, I've seen that before. Did you ever see Coco, the gorilla?
Yeah.
And like, when Flea came and taught her bass and
I do
they were
remember.
like cuddling and shit? Like,
That's right.
That
yes.
was that's one of that made me tear up. But
Yeah.
I just feel like, Punch is I'm excited for his journey. More so, I saw another post about how they were comparing him to Moo Dang, that baby hippo. But they were like, nah, man, like Moo Dang is like a spoiled brat, like just a fat fuck. But Punch is from the mud.
Yeah.
Punch is like out here trying to survive, man.
Yeah, he
and
is.
I'm all about that shit. And it's taken every fiber of my being not to sell all of my earthly possessions. Get a ticket to Japan and just
I
like
want to go to Japan.
visit Punch every day.
Yeah, right.
And just cheer him on and just like feed him bananas and shit.
I know. If I were to go to Japan, because I've been talking to my roommate about this, I've been because I've traveled like throughout Europe, as you know, and I bring that up a lot. But I know, but I think I want to go in like 2028. We've been talking about it because there's like a that or Australia, because
get out of here.
but
with
Australia's
Australia,
got an eclipse happening. Imagine going to New Zealand or somewhere around there and seeing an eclipse.
Okay, New Zealand is chill. Can I paint you a picture in Australia?
Sure.
All right. So you're there in 2028.
Okay.
You're up. You're watching the eclipse. You got your dumb glasses on.
Right.
And you're watching. And a fucking wolf spider,
Oh,
bigger than my dog,
Yeah. Okay.
jumps on the back of your head
Yeah, I know.
and devours you whole.
Oh shit! No.
Have you seen the wolf spiders? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I've seen the giant bugs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what I would go for. I wouldn't go to like the outback.
You can't
or whatever.
avoid it. No,
Yeah,
they're
no.
in like urban areas.
Oh, shit.
I've seen
Okay.
them on like
All right.
the outside of people's screen doors.
Oh, shit.
In like
Okay.
apartment buildings.
Yeah.
And like that's like Australia has so much natural beauty. They've got like the Great Barrier Reef, I think, is out there.
That's amazing. Yeah, they do.
There was another one, an artist I love, John Butler. He wrote a song because they were gonna like drill for oil in one of these like beautiful natural reefs. And so like there was this huge protest. This was like maybe a decade ago, but there was like this huge protest to like stop the oil refineries from like trying to fuck up this like one of Australia's like top places.
Dang.
And so like I have like such a mixed thing because like I want to go. I love kangaroos. I love koalas.
Yeah.
I want to see all that stuff. But if I ever in my life saw a wolf spider like in real life, I don't care if it's 100 feet away.
Fair enough.
I would end everything.
Me too.
Right there.
No, I know. I feel you.
The horrors untold. Like. And that's just like a thing of like, again, there's no God, because what creator would be like, it's a good idea?
Yeah.
A giant tarantula.
You're right.
A giant tarantula.
For sure. I think something like Japan then. I mean, we've been leaning towards that anyway more because I feel like, Australia is even further, right? It's like on the opposite side of us.
Yeah.
I'd rather not have that kind of plane ride right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully he's still there in 2 years or whatever, or a year or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. And Tokyo is like a place that we've been talking about, but there's other places. Like I'd actually be more interested in seeing more of the countryside because I hear that there's a lot more culture. Yeah, in Japan.
Totally.
Because there's more culture. There's the old stuff like the ancient, temples and all kinds of things. And then just the food. I mean, just the food in general. Like I'm so interested in just trying their food.
You're gonna eat some seafood out there?
Probably the closest thing I'll eat is the sushi, but otherwise, everything like the ramen mostly.
Japan has been on my bucket list for a long time. The only problem is I feel like I need to save up like 10 grand because they pop off over there.
They do.
Like I love a blind box.
Yeah.
And they're crazy about those over there. And like you can get a blind box of pretty much anything.
Yeah.
And just like all the, I love, obviously you can see the shelf. Like I love little guys and little gadgets and
10 grand's probably not even what you need.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not
so
even
I
talking
see what
about
you're saying. You
travel
just want to
fare.
buy it
I'm
all.
talking about just like shopping.
Oh shit, 10
You know
grand.
what I mean?
That you could buy out everything.
I would just go
the store.
crazy. I would just be like freaking out, you know, because like
I don't blame
and
you.
like they've got I think they have like a Gundam amusement park out there.
Yeah.
With like a giant
Right.
Gundam statue.
Right. Yeah.
Like, and now they got that Pokemon park, which honestly looks kind of lame.
Yeah,
it looks a little lame because it's like, all right, man, like you just got a
Super
bunch of
Nintendo
statues.
World would be cool too.
I don't know. I'm not into Nintendo like that.
I know.
I feel like you know, I've never connected with like Mario and like all that.
I know
shit.
Zelda. I know you don't. I know.
You know, I mean, I've never really played Zelda. I actually had like a Link action figure
Oh,
way back in the day. I just thought he looked cool. I didn't like have like a connection to it, but like
That's cool.
I don't know. I played Mario games. I played like a handful.
Never
and
had.
I've just never been like, I fucking love Mario.
The only reason I have such a deep connection is because I was never alled to play anything else as a kid.
Yeah, that tracks.
everything that was, yeah, right. Everything that was like T for teens or rated M. Even when I was, I think I was a teenager and it was T for teens, and I was playing like Arkham City.
Yeah.
My dad came in and he was like, "What the hell are you playing?"
What?
And he sold the game.
A Batman game?
A Batman
That's
game.
so
The
funny.
Arkham City game. Not even Arkham Asylum. It was
Yeah.
Arkham City.
That's
like,
so funny.
I know.
Yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to play. I mean, Nintendo was all I had for a long time. They freaked out about anything with blood,
guns,
like anything.
violence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, my house was the opposite.
Oh, wow.
Like from the time I was like 7.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Doors movie with Val Kilmer?
I have.
It's a good watch.
Yeah.
That's
a long
crazy
time.
movie.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "Yo, son, come watch this." And like in that movie, like there's that scene where the chick's doing like the ritual and they're naked and then they fuck and like all the drugs and the whiskey. And I'm 7 and I'm like, this shit looks dope.
Wow.
And like
Damn. Okay.
I grew up like, you probably haven't ever seen it, The Warriors.
I don't think so.
Great movie about gangs in New York in like the 80s.
Oh, cool.
They had a game that you could play, and it was like 2 players. So me and my dad would play it, and in that game, you literally start off the game by like beating up homeless dudes.
Oh, what the hell?
As like part of your initiation.
That's cool.
And it's like
That's not cool. That's
but
crazy.
it's like it's bloody. It's
Oh,
like you're
shit.
fist fighting. You get knives and brass knuckles. You
man.
do graffiti in the streets. You steal car radios.
Damn.
Like
Yeah.
it's a brutal game, and I was playing that shit, you know, easily well before I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And like I kind of came up the opposite way. So like that's why like I love PlayStation. I mean, I'm not like I don't love it, but it's like that's just my system.
That's fair.
You know. So yeah, I just Nintendo, and I don't know. I grew up with Mario. Like I had a Game Boy, and I would get a Mario game every now and then, but like.
Yeah.
The fact that they made a movie out of that shit just tells me everything I need to know about the film industry.
Of course.
There's no story to Mario.
Their choice of voice actors pisses me off.
Yeah.
Including, and this is a hot take, including Jack Black. I don't think I get it, he's Jack Black. But just because he's Jack Black doesn't make it, okay for him to be voicing Bowser. It works and he did it fine, like whatever. Chris Pratt, fuck no.
No, fuck
like,
Chris Pratt.
The
Charlie
Rock
Day,
for Rosalina. No, I'm
I
kidding.
love Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day
but
is good,
honestly, like Mario and Luigi not having Italian accents is so stupid. And I agree. Bowser's supposed to be like a monster.
Yes.
And I love Jack Black. And like that Peaches song is...
That hit. That was a good song.
It did kind of... I love a silly song. And I love a silly song sung earnestly.
Of course. Yeah.
But... I agree. I think like the whole thing is just and I'm saying this not having seen it. I've only seen the trailer.
Gotcha.
It looks hollow.
I've seen it twice, and I recently just watched it within the last like week or so. And I know
what, you like it?
There's a lot. No, I don't.
Well, I've seen it 3 times, but I don't like it.
I saw
at
it
all.
twice.
You just said you saw it again. Oh, that was the second time?
Yeah, it was the second time.
Gotcha,
that was
gotcha.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
once because I hadn't seen it with my roommate or anything.
Okay.
That was why, and we just wanted to watch it and just point out all the references. And they had it was packed full, jam-packed, full of references.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one.
Whoa.
But it's cool. I love when Bowser points out, he's like, Koopas, Goombas, whatever those things are. Like, it's just, sometimes it's funny that the voice actors don't even know what the hell they're talking about.
Absolutely.
And that's funny. And then, some of the references, like, are kind of cool. Like, oh, that's from the Wii. Oh, that enemy's from this or whatever. It's cool. And we're huge nerds, but
I mean, look, I love a reference too. I forget what I was watching. I watched something recently, and it kind of had that thing going on for it of like,
Right.
oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
But like, isn't that that's nothing?
No.
It's hollow.
Of course.
It's
that's
not
why,
creative. It's not emotional. It's just
and that's
hey,
why
you,
I'm going to tell
recognize
you this.
this.
The best, and you can't really say much of anything if you have not played Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy.
No.
If you play that game and tell me you don't like it, fine.
Okay.
I get it. Maybe we should play that at some point. At some point. It's on.
Oh, shout out our Death Stranding video.
Yes,
that just came out a couple
literally just today.
hour ago.
Yeah.
Like, got Nolan to start playing Death Stranding. We're doing the whole playthrough of it. It's on our channel. We got a playlist for it and all that.
Right. So we're gonna start doing games.
Shout out to that.
Death Stranding, wacky game, but please go watch.
Yeah, check it out. And then while we're doing plugs real quick, by the time this episode comes up, the crowdfunding might be up, right?
It should be by the time within the next week. They're just reviewing it right now. It's for this short film that we're doing. This is a little plug. And I've had this idea for quite a while, for the last like 2 years. It's come up a few times and then it's been dropped by, conflicts with crew. And finally, I have this little production company and team that is going to be posting on Backstage for crew members and things that we'll hopefully be interviewing to kind of get the right team. And the crowdfunding should be launched here hopefully by the time this is out.
Even so, by the time anybody comes across this episode, it'll be up. So we'll put the link in the description.
Yep.
If you want to support, please, we appreciate all of it. Trying to raise $4,000.
That's it.
If anybody sees this and wants to pitch in, super appreciate it. It's a passion project for both of us.
Yeah, it'd be great.
We're excited to work with this. I mean, we can say who they are, right?
Yeah, 100%. Skyline Cinematics.
Shout out Noah.
Noah and Madeline, those two.
Super excited to work with them, and I have a good feeling about this one.
Yeah, me too.
Not unlike our last one.
No.
Which can we talk about that?
Of
Can we
course.
talk about the story?
Yeah,
okay,
go for it.
So we did this we talked about this last week, but like we did the 72-hour film competition.
Oh yeah.
And whole thing was a mess, but it's all right.
Yeah.
And it by default pretty much wound up in the top 20.
Yeah.
Again,
just because there were only 26 teams.
Yeah, so we beat 6 people.
I know.
Great.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be showing at a AMC later this week. And because they give every team 2 free tickets.
Yep.
And one particular prickly member of the team was, you had the right idea, I thought, of giving the 2 actresses the tickets.
Yeah.
Because one of them, it was her very first film. She's like 12 years old.
Yeah.
Very like good gesture. If anything, it should have been her and her mom. But like, I think the 2 actresses are also deserving because they're the crux of the whole thing.
Yes.
And they did a great job.
They did.
And I thought that they deserved it. And then this motherfucker.
Yeah, who's in charge of the whole thing.
He's not in charge because, and I'm also going to say this.
Right.
I was doing music for this. It's a very like, not coming of age, but it's kind of like a summary sort of, thing.
Yeah.
So my initial instinct was to do like an acoustic guitar-y kind of piece, very basic.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. But then we had a conversation. I wrote a couple things that were more synthy and electronic, and we both were excited about that because I thought it would kind of set it apart a little bit.
That's right.
And this dude just steamrolled everything. Did not give any of the synth stuff any time to shine. And he did the cardinal sin in my book, which is he took a library track that's not even mine.
I know.
And he shoved it in there. And then like he didn't give me a chance to workshop my piece at all to make it actually fit in the thing. So we're both very embarrassed about the end result. I'm glad that some people are excited. I mean, shout out to every single other member of the team. Everybody else has been pleasant and great and a joy to work with. But this dude came in the chat after you said that these people should have the free tickets, and he said, I deserve a ticket.
Yeah.
Because I did all this stuff.
I did this and this and this. I did sound. I did producing. I did, helped with edit. I did the edit. I'm like, man. So.
What a whack vibe.
Yeah. Gonna take that from a little girl.
Yeah. Yeah. And for record, the tickets are $11. Like, homie, you know $11?
Seriously.
I'll buy you a ticket. Like, actually, I wouldn't buy him a ticket because he's a fucking asshole.
No,
but
of course.
Yeah, just what a mess. And I know it's very unprofessional for us to, like, talk shit about bad crew members, but this is probably the last time we'll ever, like, talk talk shit about
should
somebody.
be.
And you know, we're not really naming names, but
No.
yeah, I just was I've been appalled by every action this dude has taken.
Of
like
course.
through the whole process.
Yeah.
He's just never done anything that made sense.
I know.
And yeah, so
We're
yeah,
not working with him ever again.
yeah,
So,
hopefully I can go. I know we both are supposed to work. I'm going to try to get my shift covered, but yeah, it's going to be hilarious to watch it on the big screen.
Oh, I know.
I'm a little mortified, but it'll be
We'll get to see
something.
everyone else's too. So
Yeah, I'm excited for all the other entries, and we're moving on to bigger and better things though.
That's right.
And
Right.
yeah, speaking of movies, and just stuff in general, I have to talk about Yellow Jackets
go for it.
because I'm
Sure.
traumatized.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm in emotional
I remember you were telling me.
peril.
Yeah.
This whole week it's been hard for a lot of reasons, and Punch and Yellow Jackets have not helped. And for the viewers out there, if you haven't seen it, I implore everybody to watch it. I think I literally have been telling everybody
Wow.
that I interact with. Like, I was at work
Let's go
yesterday.
watch it.
Every single person, I was like, "Have you seen this? No,
Oh, dang.
you should go see it." Like, it's the craziest show I've seen in a long time, and it's honestly, I was thinking about this the other day, and it's not perfect.
Yeah.
It's not a clear 10 out of 10. Like, I would kind of put Breaking Bad in that range. There's a couple misses in Breaking Bad for me, but
Right.
I would put Yellow Jackets top 3
Holy cow.
shows I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
Easy.
Even though it messes you up. That's
It's so emotionally devastating.
Yeah.
And the premise, just for context, is it's this high school soccer team, and they're traveling to nationals in a plane, and then the plane goes down in
Oh,
what I
shit.
think is the Canadian wilderness.
Wow.
And they're like stranded there for. They got there in like the spring, summer, and it's winter now.
Oh, shoot.
So they're there for a while.
Yeah.
And it's just chronicling that journey, but then it also cuts between that and then like the future
Oh.
with some of the survivors and like their modern lives.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
freaky.
I mean,
Ugh.
there's some messed up stuff. It's not a huge spoiler, but I mean, there's like cult aspects, there's cannibalism, there's
What?
the regular survival stuff. And I mean, I'm in season 2, and we like just got to the cannibalizing.
Oh,
And
no.
yeah, I mean, but it's like, you're trying to survive.
I get it.
And I really want you to watch it because I want to talk about it on the show. But like,
Right.
yeah, it's and it made me think of a book that I think we could make a movie out of called Hatchet. I don't know if you ever read that.
Yeah, I've
And like
heard a
Brian's
lot
song.
enough about
Yeah,
it.
and it's kind of a similar premise. Like this kid, he's flying in a little biplane to see his dad, and it crashes in the wild, and he has to survive, and he only has a hatchet.
Yep.
And it's just kind of a similar thing, and
That's
it just I've been thinking a lot about like if I was in these shoes,
what would you do?
how would I survive? Like, would I eat somebody? Would I?
I wouldn't. I don't know if I could ever bring myself to eat somebody. I
You were
mean,
driven to starvation.
but I don't know if I would. I mean, I would just use hopefully some of the limited knowledge I know.
Yeah.
See if I can eat anything else.
It made me want to study up just in case.
Right. It would. Yeah.
And-
that's
and-
good.
And
Yeah.
I won't give the whole context, but the cannibalism, like at least the first instance of it that I've seen, was like totally by.
Are they stupid
happenstance.
though? Why don't they just eat animals?
Because it's winter and all the animals have migrated away.
What about
There's an episode
berries
where
or bark?
it's all frozen and dead. There's an
Yeah.
episode where one chick finds a moose that's
Yeah.
like frozen in the river.
Oh, shit,
And
okay.
she's like, "Oh my god, this will feed us all the way till spring." And then they try to get it out, and it falls into the water.
Fuck.
So
Yeah,
like
no,
they are
that's-
trying. They're
Okay.
they're not like it wasn't like they crashed and then the next day they were like, "Let's eat each other," and like yeah, like the circumstances surrounding this first act of cannibalism, it was like not planned. It was like it just happened, and then they were like, they just did it, and like when you're driven to the point of starvation,
Yeah.
you're in the wild, you're separated from everything, you're traumatized, you're stressed, you do things that you're not, you're not
I don't
totally
know.
aware
I'll
of.
watch it, but
Yeah,
All right.
It's a brutal watch, and the reason I respect it so much is I feel like movies and TV, they'll have these concepts,
Right.
Like, did you see that movie Together with Dave Franco and Alison Brie?
no.
It was supposed to be this body horror movie about like your bodies like fusing together, kind of a Cronenberg thing where
wow.
like, it's all gross and everything. barely see anything gnarly.
okay.
Like it's like, oh, our arms are stuck together on the side, and like, oh, our leg, and like it's not like we're this gross blob. It's
right.
It was very whack. But
Yeah.
you know, they have this concept and they just don't take it to 10.
Right.
But this show takes it to 11, bro.
Dang.
Like I think it's a very like realistic kind of telling of like what would actually happen if like a group of people got stranded in the wilderness.
I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it. It's on Netflix. Okay.
Yeah, it's a hard watch, but the last season's coming out this year. I don't know exactly when, but yeah. It's
fairly new. Okay.
Yeah, I think it aired in like 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, devastating watch.
Yeah.
I had to like turn it off the other night. I was just like so disturbed at one point. I was like, I need to just like go to bed and like get away from it. So that's my plug, man. Yellow Jackets.
Fair enough. Speaking of something that you wanted me to watch too,
A
Glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Which
also fucked me up.
It didn't fuck me up.
No,
and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because, and this is my harsh opinion, not really. If there was anything, I mean, they weren't okay. I felt like a lot of the people that were being interviewed, were not saying, well, I don't really think it has to do with like the Matrix of like waking up in a pod.
Yeah,
I think it just has to do with like, and then they gave their interpretation. Yeah, you know, of like, there's people walking around. There's like a sphere like that resembles our globe in the middle of the walkway or whatever.
Yeah.
My way of thinking is like, so what? So what if we're in a simulation? Who cares? Why does it matter? Our feelings are real. Why does it matter?
All right. Well, what I good points.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I mean, like, I get why hyper analyze it so hard. And I get it. There's the guy that did Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
I forget what's his name. I feel so illiterate, dude. Yeah. But they talked about it when I was studying in fucking UK. They talked about him too because they're British and blah blah blah. And they hyperanalyze everything. And I'm so like, I don't really like to hyperanalyze actually. I like to hyperanalyze things that actually matter, and something like this doesn't matter. Who cares?
I love that take because it's so different from mine because the reason it messed me up so bad was I thought it was fairly convincing. And I guess for context, this is about simulation theory. Yeah. The idea that we live in a simulation created
and there's
by
like 3
beings.
versions of it or something.
I mean, there's like all these potential possibilities of it.
Right.
And for me, I think it's like my whole life has been like this thing of like, oh, I wonder, like, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here? It's something that scratches at the back of my head. That's fair. Constantly. Yeah. And I mean, I don't get too fixated on it because it doesn't matter. And as I get older, it's like, man, I'm just here to like live my life. Yeah. And I'm just trying to make it through today. Yeah. And then tomorrow will come and we'll deal with it.
If it was something like the Matrix, maybe it would matter.
But
because
I think a glitch in the Matrix is more of a term than I think a reference to the actual movie.
Yeah, I know. But I was just saying because they were showing so many clips from the movie and then being like,
well, and then there was that thing near the end where that guy killed his parents.
Yeah, that fucked me up
because he thought we were in a simulation and it doesn't matter.
So sucked in. I was like, oh my god.
I know. And that was the point where I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, that was messed up.
I think that.
And then his sister was on the phone, and oh my god.
She was like, let me talk to Dad.
No.
I was like, Dad's not here right now.
No, dude. No.
I think that it matters because the world we live in is so bad.
Of course.
Is so terrible. And I mean, we've talked about this, like the money thing, the politicians, this Epstein thing. There's so much terrible stuff that goes on in the world. And I feel like we suffer through our existence. Like, you know, it's not like we're billionaires and we're living our lives and we're just having a good time. Like we're grinding, we're working hard, we have hard days. Everybody does. But like, if this is a simulation and somebody programmed all of this and they programmed me, I'm pissed.
Of course.
I'm pissed.
I'd be pissed too.
You made me mentally ill. You made me poor. Yeah. You know, you made me all this stuff. And I'm like...
That is the so what of it all.
That's kind of my thing is like, you know, if we were Sims, let's just say, it's like, Sims, man, you could have given me way better attributes than what I got going on right now. And I feel like it's that kind of a thing of like blaming the creator a little bit. Yeah. And like, if we are in a simulation, then yeah, man, I need to talk to whoever's in charge, you know? And I mean, it could be like as whatever is like, oh, there's a God and it's God simulation and it's not aliens.
But you'd have the same questions.
I would totally ask.
And
God,
I guess that is part of what I was kind of saying too, is like, if it's the religious view that's real, or the simulation theory, or something else entirely. I mean, I guess that is this, like, you would ask the creator anyway.
Totally.
If there's a creator.
Yeah.
Right? Because
it could be AI.
Could be AI. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I mean,
I mean, it's so interesting to me that you're like, so what?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the entire time. I was like, what? Because I'm against. I think it's okay to question. I mean, that's the point of life, is to question and to be philosophical. Yeah. But if you're like hyper analyzing shit, that caused that guy to go crazy and kill his parents. Like,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I'm not talking, like, I have this thing where, like, some of my family, they're very into, like, not spiritualism so much, but it's like finding meaning and beauty in every moment and every day, 24 hours.
It's nice, but no.
It should be magic. And, like, I only want to watch videos of, like, people saving a dog or, like, whatever. And I'm like, nah, man, sometimes you gotta watch Big Justice give 4 ladies his chicken bake.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
But like, it's to a point of, like, I'm not into, like, hyper analyzing and trying to, like, really discover meaning and, like, what does it mean? But it is a thing about reality.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know if you've ever done psychedelics.
Nope.
But the handful of times that I've done it, it's like totally changed my worldview. And
I've been told to wait because, again, my parents are therapists.
Yeah.
I've been told, well, not my dad. My dad's against anything, even like shrooms.
Okay.
That have been proven to be fine, right?
Yeah.
My mom, who's actually done shrooms, she says to wait till I'm like 25 because of my brain and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I did it well before I was 25.
Yeah.
I feel like I turned out all right.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like it helped my development. I feel like, you know, I was dropping acid at like 22, and I feel like it helped me, you know, evolve and grow into the person I am today. And I feel like when you do stuff like that, it kind of shatters your perception of reality a little bit. And there's dudes like Joe Rogan who they talk about, like, oh, I took DMT and I talked to God.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, I don't believe in that so much, but I do believe, like, you know, one time I took acid and I, like, had this whole emotional breakdown over death.
Dang.
And I was like, oh my God, like, you know, truly like being like, I'm going to die. Everybody I know is going to die. Like, it's all going to happen. And I made peace with it. I was actually able to, like, I went through this like valley.
Holy
and I was
cow.
like, death is permanent, death is forever, all this stuff. And then it was like, oh yeah, but that's cool, you know. And I still feel that way. I'm like, I've made my peace with it.
Wow.
And, you know, it's helped me through a lot of stuff. They actually do LSD therapy for people in certain areas and stuff. And,
interesting.
I feel like if we are in a simulation, you know, you play GTA, you play Death Stranding, you play whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, man, well, like, let's try to deprogram this shit. Like, there was that guy in the doc who was like, oh, I say that I want to see, like, 2 red cars today, and then I see 2 red cars, and I was like, I wonder if that would work. I think I'm gonna try some of that.
That I kind of wanted to try. I think the whole coincidence thing kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
you know, it's so funny because I just the other day I had never heard of. There's this song called "Chameleon" by
Herbie Hancock.
Yes,
I know that song. Yeah.
And I think it was one of the things you sent me, or maybe it was something I think it was something I sent you.
Okay.
I saw a GIF of the album cover.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I've never seen that before. On like the same like 2 days, like that I just listened. That's so funny.
Yeah.
What do you think of Chameleon, or at least just Herbie Hancock?
I mean, that's like probably like maybe the only Herbie Hancock song I've known. I have this playlist of like Funkadelic and like I think there's a couple Herbie Hancock songs there. That's the one that's like 20 minutes long, right?
Something like that.
And it's like, or maybe I'm thinking, no, it's not Strawberry Letter.
It's long.
It's a long song.
Yeah.
I swear it's 20 minutes.
It's a bit repetitive, like the whole.
But it's that jam.
Yeah, it's the jam.
Back in the day, like, and you got to understand, like, with a lot of these funk disco guys, they were like doing so much cocaine
Yeah.
And like, if you ever see recording sessions from back then, like they're just like sweaty and they're just
Damn.
going
Okay.
after it.
Wow,
And like, you know, they're playing like,
That's
you
cool.
know, the softest like disco shit, but like they're like feeling it.
That's funny.
And they're just like, yeah, and that's why that song is 18 minutes long, because they're just on so many fucking drugs. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
Is like a bunch of cool cats doing
cool.
coke and like we're just gonna vibe, and turns into a 20-minute iconic song.
Cool. Yeah, but the whole coincidence thing, like, yeah, I mean, I was thinking about Glitch in the Matrix, like,
Yeah.
what I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I had never seen this album cover, and there it is. I just listened to the song for the first time.
But that could also be the algorithm of like,
It could be.
You know how like it's like
Maybe.
all of it's interconnected. It's always listening to you.
Maybe, but it was in the comments.
Yeah.
That's so.
I mean,
but yeah, you're probably right.
analyzes everything.
You
Like
could be right.
I've had instances where like I talk to my sister about baby stuff. I don't look it up. She doesn't send me anything. I just talk to her, and then I'll get baby ads for stuff.
Okay.
You know, so like I don't know. I believe in the algorithm. And speaking of AI and algorithm stuff, that dude who's got the thing with the pins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The machine that I've been sending you.
Yo, that thing sucks. Dude.
I
Freaks
think
me
it's
out.
spooky.
Freaks me out
Because
I know.
think it's like, I'm interested in his experiment.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and for context, maybe we can like put the video somewhere. I know you won't do it, but you know, get the video in. With the pins.
The pins? Yeah, we
the
can
guy
do that.
talking about it. And
Trying to do better.
Yeah, it's
I know about watching them.
he's like programming this machine that's like all these little moving pins, and he's trying to give it its own language so it can communicate in its own way. And it doesn't have a name, but he's trying to just let this artificial intelligence create its own being, like sense of self.
Dude, why would you do that? Like, we're trying to not do that. That's the point of like every movie that's about that. Like, what is wrong with you people?
No, true, but it also it ties back into this glitch in the Matrix thing. That's how this starts.
I know.
You start by giving artificial intelligence to machines.
Exactly.
And then it's like they go off and they become
They're gonna kill us.
else. I'm
something.
in agreement. Like this, when I
don't want a fucking AI.
And well, that's why I've been sending it to you, because it fills me with dread. It gives me a pit in my stomach. I'm like fascinated,
Right.
And I want to see the journey, but I also am just like, this could go so far left, like where it's like, oh, so I was able to like teach myself how to hack into the government nuke codes, and I'm going to launch nuclear missiles at all of Asia, and like, you know what I mean? Like it could easily turn into that.
Yeah.
And
it's possible.
Yeah, and I mean, like when you think about it too, like that's all we are. We're just electrical signals sending impulses to matter. And you know,
true.
it's like the same way that the thing like ripples when it's trying to say hello.
Right.
Like, that's me grabbing my
But
mic.
at least everything we do isn't random. It can be, but I'm saying like a lot of what we do can be purposeful, because we can decide how we react to things, and how we, you know, change our perspectives and all kinds of stuff. AI, I don't know if it ever will come to a point where it's going to be capable of something that isn't random, because it picks from things that already exist.
And I think the only way you could do that is to simulate like a human brain, which would be like, where I think we're easily a couple decades away from that.
Yeah. Also, I think that was the smartest thing I probably said on this podcast. I don't know though.
No,
the most deepest shit.
It's been a weirdly philosophical episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is. I just feel like we're kind of getting to that point of like, oh my god, like we might start getting to that iRobot shit, where like, you know, Tesla's got those robots, Boston Dynamic has them. All they need is like the right programming, and then I mean, they already kind of have it, where I think it was like a Danny Gonzalez video I saw where he got like a robot that like is supposed to do your chores,
right? Like
it does your laundry and it like does your dishes, and I'm like, we're still long ways away from that.
Of course, but
of course. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's scary stuff.
I know.
It's weird out there.
Seriously.
You know, and then did you see that Kanye thing I sent you about the AI?
Yes.
And talking about how he was comparing AI to Auto-Tune.
Dumb.
And it was so funny because I do love Kanye, especially now that he apologized for his Nazism, and he's working on trying to make it right. I mean,
is that too? What is that?
I like the grills.
You like that?
I like it.
Okay.
Did you see when he had like the silver solid piece of metal in his mouth?
I did. I
thought
saw
that was
picture.
hardcore. I thought that was cool. If I had money, I would totally.
Would you?
Dude, if I ever,
mean, that's fair.
If I'm ever successful in like an artistic capacity, is I'm gonna.
I could see that about you. You like the bling,
face tattoos.
I get you.
You know, grills, and I'm gonna try it all.
Damn.
I feel like grills would be uncomfortable, but I would still try.
You
it.
just try it anyway. Okay.
Well, like you know how people get veneers.
Yeah.
I would get like gold veneers. You know what I mean? Or like every other tooth is gold.
Right. Right.
But yeah, Kanye was talking about AI and the reaction to autotune when it came out, and he was like, you know, I can sell a piece of shit to anybody, and you know, so he made 808s with heavy autotune.
Yeah.
And you know, I respect that, but then like he was like, listen to this AI song, and then he played that song for those people, and it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so just nothing.
Exactly.
And I am a believer that Kanye West is a genius. I think he's one of the greatest artists of our generation. I truly do. I truly think that. And you haven't listened to Yeezus. I can tell by the look on your face. You haven't listened to Life of Pablo.
Even if I did, do you really think I would like it?
I think I could give you a context that you would appreciate it.
Okay.
In.
Well, yeah, I'm a lyrics guy.
Well, and here's the thing with Kanye is I know that people hate him
Yeah.
because they think he's egotistical and they just think he's an asshole. But I think that he had this one interview. He has a song on Yeezus called "I Am a God." And he literally is like, I am a god. Hurry up with my French massage. Put the Porsche in the damn garage. Right? But then the interview, he's like, people are like, who do you think you are? I just told you who I think I am. I am a god. And here's my thinking is that Kanye West, he is like sort of, at least pre-2020, like he has like built this persona for himself. He's built these characteristics of like, I'm a genius. I'm the greatest. And a couple years ago, I had this revelation where I was like, man, if I could just believe that about myself, 5%, like just take 5% of that confidence and just instill it in myself, things would be so much different. And that's what kind of made me start to love Kanye is I almost feel like his music isn't a flex. It's not him being like, I am a god. It's so that way you sing along and you feel like a god too. And I could totally be off base. That's just my interpretation of his art.
I see where you're coming from. Okay.
I feel like it's kind of, and I don't even think that that's his intention.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's like music and art, and it's like supposed to
Does
evoke.
confidence make you a genius though? Like overconfidence?
I think that it allows you to create things that you wouldn't if you weren't confident.
I mean, that makes sense.
I think it leads you to a path of like, I can do anything.
Yeah.
And when you have endless possibilities, endless things can happen.
I know not a lot about him, so I don't want to say too much. But to me, I just see arrogance.
He is arrogant.
But I don't want to.
Look, he's Kanye West. Like he seems like a nightmare to hang out with.
Probably.
He seems like
He might be.
I'm not trying to necessarily like smoke a blunt with him.
Right.
But his artistry, I think, is something to be admired. And I think like
fair enough.
There's been plenty of musicians that we both love that are problematic people.
True that.
Or
okay, you're right.
Like
you're right.
not great people, but they make amazing music.
You're right.
And Kanye's one of those. Like, I mean, dude, the fact that he made a Heil Hitler song is like so terrible, and it's so hard for me to overlook. And even though he's like, I have brain damage and all this stuff, it's like you need to do a lot to make up for this. Like you can't just apologize. Your actions have to reflect this, and you need to make right going forward and like not do that shit again. So I mean, it still remains to be seen, but in my opinion, like Kanye has made some all-time songs, and I'm not even talking about hip hop. He has this one song called "Come to Life."
Okay,
I'll send it to you. Makes me tear up all the time because it's so emotional and it's just so raw, and it's just this like plea almost of like I just need some hope. I need something, you know.
Interesting. Okay, well,
that's my Kanye tangent.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'll make you a little playlist, and we'll see if we can't get you to be a Kanye fan.
All right.
I doubt it'll happen.
No.
Every time I've showed you hip hop, it's a 90% miss, you know. But maybe one day.
It is a 90% myth. That's just everybody though. It's not. It's not even your taste. It's just for me, hip hop, like old hip hop, like 90s hip hop. is pretty good. Like,
and it's so funny to me that you rock with 90s hip hop more than modern.
Yeah.
Cuz I feel like 90s hip hop was so I love it too, but I feel like a lot of it was pretty basic, and it was very like, especially lyrically, like it wasn't as open as it is
Rapper's
now.
Delight. Is it the hip hop? The hip. It's dude. I grew up with that shit.
All time.
I have old school parents.
All time
like,
song.
As you,
no,
you know,
I mean, it's
and a dad who listens to nothing but like mostly 70s and 90s. He doesn't even like 80s that much. Like, because he's super particular about his music.
Yeah,
that's all I grew up with.
Is he like super against synthesizers?
No, he doesn't mind them too much.
Okay.
But he doesn't. He's not really into like the retro shit. You know, like he doesn't. He never cared for Queen.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really retro, I guess. He never. He likes Van Halen because that's like a guy's band though, so that's kind of different. Van Halen. That's what my mom says. And then he's what's like a super synthy. He just was never into the psychedelic-y shit. He was never into that. Pesh Mode. He doesn't care for a lot of Grateful Dead either.
Okay.
He only likes like Friend of the Devil, basically, like all that stuff. He's never into the psychedelic stuff that was in the 80s.
Okay.
And he never really cares for Pink Floyd other than like Wish You Were Here Comfortably Numb. Like, that's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
He's like super soft rock, heavy soft rock, like hard rock too, but like as far as it goes, Rage Against the Machine. That's it. So
okay. See, that's why I like the 80s though. Like, I feel like that was when synthesizers came up. I love Depeche Mode. I mean, that's why I got a tattoo.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I like to put myself in the shoes of like a kid who grew up in the 70s. You're listening to like Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin, and then like you hear all these fucking alien spaceship sounds. You know, you put on the Violator by Depeche Mode, and
I like that stuff.
It's like
Trust
all
me.
like bleep bloop.
Is another band, Styx. He hates Styx. He hates Styx, and
Welcome to the Grand Illusion.
He would-
That's the only Styx song I think I know.
he hates Mr. Roboto and
Okay.
and,
that's them?
oh, yeah,
Domo
that's-
Arigato, Mr. Roboto?
Oh, yeah.
That's Styx? Oh, I had no
he
idea.
hates that shit.
That's so funny.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And Come Sail Away.
Okay. Oh, that's Styx too? Oh, man. I always thought that was somebody else. Yeah, I mean, and I feel like the 80s too was just such a good time for songwriting. Like Sailing by Christopher Cross.
Oh yeah.
All-time song.
It's a great song.
All-time song.
Yeah.
And like I just feel like there was, and it still happens today.
Yeah.
But like people were just doing crazy chords and like key changes, and I feel like the instrumentation was a little bit more experimental and like
going back to Led Zeppelin. This is a huge question because I was asked this in my class like a year ago or something when my music class. Do you think that Stairway to Heaven is one of the best rock, or not even one of, is the best rock song of all time?
No.
Do you think that? Why do you think a lot of people agree with it then? That it's the best rock song?
Because they haven't heard better rock songs.
Okay.
And I think that it is a beautiful song.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm actually trying to think if I've ever even heard the whole thing.
I guess I should have asked objectively speaking, but yeah.
You can't be objective about music.
Right.
And I feel
That's fair.
I feel like if we have to, and rock, I mean, I hate genre. I hate the labels on music because I feel like that leads to constraint, and music should be about freedom and expression.
Yeah.
And if you're like, we're a rock band, like, fuck that shit, man. Like, do something cool.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the greatest rock song of all time.
What do you think? Yeah.
Like, that's so hard because rock is such an open thing. And I mean, like, if I said like a Linkin Park song where Mike Shinoda raps, does that disqualify it? Like, you know,
probably. Well, because because it's a sub genre kind of deal. Like, it has some sub. I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
It has to be like pure rock,
just pure
rock and roll,
guitars,
or rock or soft.
drums.
Doesn't matter. But yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even know. I'd have to like look at a playlist.
How do you classify rock? By the instruments, or
I think it's more style. Like it's like if I and like I do believe in like broad general categorizations. I'm not into like the subgenre thing,
right?
But like you can call like Super Heaven. They're like a rock band.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Deftones, like they're like a rock band,
right?
You know,
that's
like,
true.
Yeah, there's all these other elements, but it's like guitar, drum based, and like a singer who's singing and not like rapping all the time,
right?
You know, but I just feel like there's so much like
Out
great rock music, and
I think I
there's more
have
to
an
have.
opinion on the best rock song of all
Okay,
time.
here you talk about that. I'm gonna
Because-
try to.
all right, yeah.
I got a playlist. I'm gonna look through real quick.
No, you're good.
It's definitely not a Muse song. I'll tell you that.
This is no, fair enough. Yeah, Muse. That's like the best rock band of all time.
Oh my
no,
God, you would say
we'll have
that.
to get no. Well, I used to. No, but is Hotel California. Now, listen, it's not my favorite song by any means.
Okay.
I've listened to it so many times that I'm basically sick of it.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of people only naming that song and being and not even knowing who it's by.
Yeah.
But it's just perfect in every way, because I think, taking away from rock, a great song has multiple meanings to it that you can interpret.
I agree.
So that's number one. And you can interpret so many different meanings with Hotel California. With
It's just about a hotel.
yeah,
You know that, right?
totally.
It's just a hotel.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's all it's about. Just some guy driving up to going to a hotel that he can never leave. No, it can be played, and you can in many different ways. You can put in. Have you seen some of the live like versions of it?
Probably back in like 2010.
Goodness.
You
Oh
know?
my goodness.
But they probably
Dude.
play it pretty straight, right? Like pretty equal to the recording. Because like
Not quite.
But
You
I
should
feel like the
hear-
solos are so iconic. And I
Yes,
agree with
yes.
you that I think that Hotel California
Yeah.
is one of those songs, and there are very few, especially like as like somebody who like overanalyzes music.
Yeah.
There are often times where I'm like, man, I would do
Right.
this with the drums, or I
Yeah.
would like change this thing.
Right.
Hotel California is one of those songs
Yeah.
where I wouldn't change a thing. I
Right.
think it's perfect.
Yeah. But you should hear the live. Like
Okay.
the it's I think it was their I think it was like in the 80s, something like that. They were pretty young still. They had this lead in that was I think like 2 or 3 minutes long before the song actually started. The beginning of it kind of sounds like Despacito, which
Okay,
is kind of funny,
gotcha.
but it's cool.
Yeah.
And I really dig it. And that's the way I heard the song for the first time, was the live version of it that my dad showed me. And the lead in, and I think that's what really got me into old music, was that song and the live version of
could
it,
see
no
that.
less.
Yeah.
If I had heard the other version, I'd find it nostalgic, but it's what made me enjoy music a lot, because and not just like, oh, well, I'm waiting for the singing.
Yeah,
You know, and a
okay.
lot of people are just there for like
Yeah,
the singer
sing-along.
and the
Yeah,
sing
yeah,
along.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, like that really got me into it. And I was like, Dad, I get it now. I used to hate music as a kid, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I used to wonder why I would hate it, because all I'd ever hear was stuff like Black Eyed Peas and all this stuff, and I was never into that.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this garbage? Like, what is music? And then I would hear my dad's stuff and be like, oh, like this is just some like, it's better, but you know, not really anything special. But
Yeah.
then like Hotel California came on, like the live version that he would play in the car.
Yeah.
That's how he would like learn his music too, because he had like an office in the big city like
Yeah.
of this state.
Okay. People know
That
we live in
was
Arizona.
far. I know, in
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay.
Yeah.
That was like a 30, 45 minute drive
Yeah.
that he would just practice his music in the car.
Okay.
And every morning he would practice on guitar. But yeah, any day he'd pick me up from school or on the way back home, or going to school, he'd practice his music and yeah, I got into the other stuff afterwards, but
Okay.
that's what really solidified it.
Okay.
And you know what's funny? I used to rule the world. Or sorry, Viva La Vida. Viva La Vida.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
yeah.
by
Sorry, Coldplay. I know you're watching.
Is one of the first songs that he, when he got back into music, was like, also something nostalgic for me, which is so funny.
Look,
Yeah.
I actually am a Coldplay. I've been converted because back in the day I used to be like, man, they're just like poppy.
Yeah.
Coldplay can write a fucking song, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've got some. I mean, like The Scientist, bro, makes me tear up all the time.
Yeah.
Viva La Vida, even just like production wise, like if you just break down like the way it was made is like so interesting.
Yeah.
And they've done a lot of cool experimental things, and then even up to like current, they do cool music and like.
Yeah.
As I like, they're one of those bands that we should do our
Yeah.
series about too.
Yeah,
but
sure.
that's upcoming. We'll announce it later.
Yeah.
But they have songs that are like
Yes.
just
Adventure of a Lifetime is I'm sorry, but
You
that's
don't like Black Eyed Peas, but you like that song. That's a Black Eyed Peas song.
not really.
Yeah, just because it's got a guitar in it, it doesn't make it not a Black Eyed Peas song. If you replace, if you take that whole thing,
I
Fergie
used to
on
not
it?
like Black Eyed Peas.
Okay.
Like that was what, and then I
Yeah.
kind of, they're a little nostalgic now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, yeah. I used to hate them.
I mean, I like Coldplay. They have this one song called Midnight that is like just this weird ambient electro experimental, like, and it's like kind of dark. It's
That's
like
cool.
really creepy.
That's cool.
And like, it's like so cool to me when a band does shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they'll have like a super pop, like here's our little radio hit. And then like here's just some weird fucking shit that we made like
cool.
the other day.
Yeah, I respect
I have an answer to like your rock thing, but
Go
I have
for
to
it.
ask a clarification.
Okay.
Would you consider the Red Hot Chili Peppers
Yeah.
a rock band?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think they are the greatest rock band of all time.
Okay.
I think they are heaven sent.
Okay.
I think that the Chili Peppers to me
Yeah.
are one of the reasons I think I believe in destiny and
Yeah.
fate. Because I think that like this collection of people who like, they've had lineup changes throughout the years.
Yeah.
But, to come from nothing and, especially like the circumstances that they came through, and that's
cool.
they're still here. I just saw them a couple of years ago. They still sound amazing.
That's cool.
They still write great songs. Their last album was a hot, steaming pile of shit. I can admit that, but when they're good, they're fucking perfect. And
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah.
I don't have a specific song in mind, but I think Blood Sugar Sex Magic is one of like the top 10 albums ever made.
I don't know.
And if you
yeah.
weren't gonna let me do Chili Peppers, I was gonna say Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay.
Because they're, I think, like, and especially since before Linkin Park came back, I thought Bring Me the Horizon was like filling those shoes in a beautiful way. A lot of bands try to bite that Linkin Park thing, of like electronics and hip hop and rock. I think Bring Me the Horizon are masters, and I think that they are like the best, one of the best acts out there.
Yeah.
Easily top 3 for me. Like if I was on a desert island, that's like a band whose catalog I would probably bring.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and-
I'd have to listen to more. I've heard
Yeah, I
like
showed you their last album, Next Gen.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, and like that's kind of the direction they're going in now. And like
cool.
they were supposed to do this whole series of albums when COVID hit and like we were all locked down.
Oh.
And they were gonna do like it's all called Post-Human, and like the first one is survival horror. The last one was Next Gen.
Oh.
And it's got this whole like crazy AI cult story
shit.
behind it. That's
Wow.
actually really cool.
That is cool.
So they were going to do like 4 albums in like a year, and it was just going to be like, here's all this music. But then once everything opened up and they started touring again, it's like we've gotten 2
Yeah.
of what we were promised. And like, I get it. Good music takes time. I'm not trying to rush them, but I am like rabid
Yeah.
for more because they just time and time again. And they're one of those bands where like they have this little, I won't even call it an EP, but it's just full of these like weird electronic experimental kind of things that are just like you wouldn't ever think that like a band that screams and does breakdowns and has all this crazy hyperpop stuff like
No.
but it's like just and it's like beautiful music.
Yes.
Like I'm so enamored with it, and
That's cool.
they're one of those, like those are probably like the 2, like, and Super Heaven, honorable mention.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
What about you? Who's like who comes to mind when you think about like the greatest
Band.
rock artists?
I mean, I have like a top 3, as you know, but
who just like who's up there? Let the people know.
Huffy.
And no, it doesn't have to be in like a particular.
You know
order.
what? I'm just gonna give, because I give the Eagles. I talk a lot about them, but Chicago.
Okay. Yeah.
They require more than just 3 people
Yeah.
for their band. You need an entire brass section. It's amazing. Okay. I think one of the best musicians of all time.
You don't think that that's
the best guitar player?
You don't think it's cheating?
No.
That, like, to play your songs, you need a brass section.
You don't need
if you're
a
a rock
you don't
band.
need a brass.
Okay, it
but
just adds.
It
to
adds
the
to the
experience.
yeah. It's
Okay.
amazing.
I'll give
I've
you that.
I've been to their concert.
Okay.
So I mean, in Phoenix, like
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Okay.
Now, okay, a lot of people
You're saying the best musician.
Oh
Is
yeah,
this somebody in Chicago.
Terry Kath. the best guitar player of all time.
I couldn't name you a Chicago song. Should put a gun to my head. Being from there, I probably should, but like
25 or 64, baby. No? No. That's an amazing song. You don't know that one?
No.
Waiting for the break of day. No?
No. Never
Okay. Searching for something. Okay, so Terry Kath, even Jimi Hendrix himself. So they opened for Jimi Hendrix a few times.
Wow.
Even he himself.
They're that old?
Said that they're that old. Yeah,
Wow.
they're from the late 60s.
Okay. Damn, I thought they were 80s.
No.
That's crazy.
They were into the 80s because they're ballady stuff with Peter Cetera.
Okay.
Terry Kath died of an
Peter
accidental
Cetera.
gunshot wound to the head.
Holy shit.
Yes,
I actually know somebody that happened to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, it was I wasn't like best friends with him.
Yeah.
You know, he was like a coworker like in this big thing that I worked at. But
damn, dude.
Yeah, he was cleaning his gun.
Oh no.
And it's just, I don't know. That's why I don't like guns.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like one of the 1,000 reasons, but it's like,
yeah, he loved his guns, dude. And he loved his guns as much as he loved his guitar and playing. But that guy can shred. And I have to show you the 25 or 64 solo that he does. It's not like tapping like Van Halen. It's literally playing. Yeah. It's insane.
But tapping is playing.
The biggest hands like ever too, which I guess helps, but nobody can play like him. It was like magic. Even his own girlfriend who knew nothing about music said it was like magic. Yeah. Jimi Hendrix said he was better guitar player than he was. And his brass section was like one set of lungs. Yeah. That's what he said. I know he was humble, but I mean,
nobody's going to be like, he's not.
But it's Jimi Hendrix, dude.
The only person is Kanye. I mean, like, honestly, I've heard like people like Ray Manzarek from The Doors, their keyboard player. Like he'll say people are better than him, and I'm like, there's no shot. Like, Jimmy's not going to be like, he's not as good as me. Jimmy's going to be like, he's better than me. You know? Sure. And like in some aspects, like this is my thing. And like we've talked about John Mayer before, but like that's one of the reasons I love guitar is that I think there are so many different ways to shred on a guitar. And I've heard solos where it's not necessarily like melodic, and they're like all the way up on the neck and they're doing bends and runs and stuff. It might just be like some crazy
he doesn't bend
effects,
at least from what I saw in the,
you know, kind of thing. And like, but you can bring emotion out of it. Like Radiohead kind of comes to mind when I think about that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, where like you could do so much, and like that was my thing with John Mayer was like I feel like you can like pull so much out of this instrument in so many different ways. And I feel like Johnny just does it one
of
way,
course, and that's more acoustic. I think he's better at acoustic, right? He plays more acoustic. Terry Kath was electric, but he did both. He totally did both. But and the story kind of goes like this with him shooting himself. It's fucked
just
up.
Insert your Chicago video here.
Yes,
subscribe to Artistic Analysis.
Right. It's 21 minutes long of me just fucking rambling about them, dude. Yeah. It's great.
All right.
But yeah, so they were at a roadie's house.
Okay.
And his Terry Kath's wife was there, or girlfriend, I can't remember which. Peter Cetera was there, the guy who takes over for the band later and did all the ballady stuff that you probably know, like If You Leave Me Now and all that stuff. That was GTA. That song. Okay.
I put on my own music. GTA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. And yeah, Terry Kath was just like, he brought his gun over, and they were saying like, be careful multiple times. And he was like, no.
I don't mean to laugh.
The bullet, like it's not even loaded. It's not
one
even
in the chamber.
Yeah, there's one in the chamber. There was.
Yeah.
And he said it's not even like the trigger's not even pulled.
Yeah.
Or the safety's not. The safety's on. It's all good. And what does he do? An idiot.
Oh,
puts it to his head.
That's crazy.
And he's like, "Look, it's okay." That was it. And yeah, it was devastating.
Yeah.
And for maybe at least a year or two, Chicago was like, and he did it in front of all of them. It was so fucked up.
Yeah, man.
Traumatic. And so for the longest time, they actually went through a couple guitar players. Their last big song that was dedicated to him, that sounded like the legit Chicago.
Shot through the head.
No.
You're to blame.
No, fuck.
Sorry.
No. It was called Alive Again.
I'm a spoiler alert. He's not alive again.
No, but The band was.
Oh, okay.
I am alive again. Dude, it's such a good song. That is my favorite Chicago song.
Yeah.
25 or 64 is objectively, sorry, can't be objective, my bad.
You
But a lot,
I'm just
objectively
saying.
speaking, the best Chicago and the most well known. And If You Leave Me Now.
You think it's like their defining song?
It's their defining song.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
bands have
Is 25 or
that.
64.
Yeah.
But Alive Again is them coming back stronger than ever, even though after that, Peter Cetera really took over.
Yeah.
My dad really hates that guy too. And I don't mind in their ballady stuff. Like,
Does your dad watch the pod?
I should have him watch this episode
Yeah.
at least.
I
He's
think
watched
you gotta
the
catch
first
up.
episode. But
You got to catch up. Like,
Yeah.
shout out my mom. She's
Yeah.
very religious about trying to stay up to
good.
date. She's behind like 5 episodes at this point, but
Yeah.
she's like, I'm like, just watch the most recent one. It's the best one. Like, that's true every time. But
Yeah.
she's like, no, I gotta like watch in order. You
that's
know?
oh wow, that's
Like,
nice.
so-
That's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like my dad doesn't even know I do a pod.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah,
he
he
like-
watches my artistic analysis stuff, but because he really likes them. But I'll have to tell him
Yeah,
to watch.
he just hates me. He just
no,
hates my,
no,
what
he
I
doesn't
bring
know.
to the table.
No, they don't know. No.
yeah.
My mom watched a little bit more, but yeah, they're
yeah.
not good about that, dude.
Yeah, well, and I feel like that generation too, podcasts just aren't their thing.
No.
Like, even my mom was like, you guys are just all over the place. I'm like, that's the whole point. Like, we're just talking. We're
it
not.
appeals to an
this
audience
isn't
with a low
one-
attention span.
Yeah, and like this isn't just like, I mean, some podcasts do that great, like Taste Buds, where they just battle food.
Yes.
And like for this, it's like, oh, we're just here to chop it up.
It's,
Speaking of, I've been watching Taste Buds a lot recently.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to like bite their whole thing.
No.
But no pun intended. But they did a battle recently that's been stuck in my head. So I want to hear your opinion.
Sure.
BLT
Okay.
or a bacon, egg, and cheese?
I never liked BLTs. Not that much. Bacon, egg, and cheese sounds really good. I'm not a big bacon guy though. That's the thing.
In my opinion,
Bacon's overrated.
the BLT is like one of the like perfect sandwiches of all time. No, man,
Dude.
when it's made perfect,
Yeah.
you get like a crisp piece of lettuce, you get a nice slice or two of tomato on there, you get some like really good bacon on
Yeah,
some
but
sourdough.
that's the only meat.
That's all you need.
I'm a meat guy. I love my meat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Do not clip that. Anyway.
I love all
love my
3
meat.
inches.
Yeah, all 3 inches of my meat.
yeah.
No, fuck that. All right. But I'm so done. All right. No, but like it's the same with, and we'll get back to bacon in a second, but it's
Okay.
the same with pizza. This is food for thought time. Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Here we go. Shout
we
out.
go.
All right. But it's the same with pizza. A lot of people like veggies on their pizza. Yeah, I like peppers. I like maybe olives. Don't like mushrooms.
No.
Don't like any of that
I hate
shit.
mushrooms.
Hell yeah. No, I don't like mushrooms.
The smell
Mushroom soup's
actually-
good though with beef stroganoff. But
I
anyway,
don't do because like my thing is like mushrooms when they're cooked.
Yeah.
It makes me sick. The smell.
Yeah.
I lived with this girl for a while, and she would fry up mushrooms. I would have to
Yeah.
leave.
Oh my
Because the smell bothers me so bad. And like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I grew up on beef stroganoff. I would always eat around the mushrooms. It's just a texture.
Oh, well, I don't
thing.
put mushrooms in mine.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I
Okay.
just use the soup.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
sour cream.
But this
Yeah.
soup has mushrooms in it.
Yeah, I know.
Even when they're
Yeah.
like little and diced.
You got to try mine then, because
Okay.
I'll bring some over. Is that cool? All right, all right.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it. But even my roommate who like hates both,
Yeah.
like he digs it.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So pizza.
So pizza, yeah, like with vegetables and stuff. I'm a meat guy, so I mean, I can't not eat. I have to have a meat lovers, or at least pepperoni, and that's it.
Pepperoni, in
Yeah.
my opinion, is a must.
Yes.
I love Hawaiian.
Yeah, Hawaiian's great.
I think, and I don't like the ham and pineapple. I like pepperoni and pineapple.
That's good too.
'Cause
But
I think the ham just like we need to knock it
Yeah.
off with ham.
Mm-hmm.
Ham ain't it.
I like ham. I love ham.
It's too nah.
No?
I haven't had good ham in years. I think when I was a kid, I kind of liked
Ham
it. And
sandwiches.
I like a
Yeah.
Thanksgiving ham.
Yeah.
where it's like kind of
That's like-
prepared that way. But I
Yeah.
feel like deli ham, they like make it sweet.
I
don't like the
love.
sweet meat.
I agree with you. Like,
Like the
most
honey
of the.
glazed.
Yeah, that's true.
I got into
Black Forest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got into like chicken for
Okay.
a while, like deli chicken.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they had it, and there's this like black pepper
Ooh.
chicken that's like
Ooh.
really really tasty.
Okay. I like savory, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
That like that's why I don't like sweet potatoes or sweet potato fries or any of that garbage,
really?
because it's like it has to be savory.
Yeah,
It makes
I feel
sense.
I feel like it's like
Yeah.
just on the cusp of sweet though, like a sweet potato.
Oh, it's
I feel like
super sweet.
You can put like I put like garlic salt and butter and pepper. on
sounds
it, and
good,
It's like
but
it's just a little. It's a little change of like, oh cool. If I'm eating like a steak
Yeah.
And then I've got like some Brussels sprouts. And then, this has just like a little touch of sweet. I feel like the best sweet potatoes have that.
Right.
And yeah, as far as pizza goes, like I do agree with you.
Yeah.
There's a pizza place I love called Ray's.
Yeah.
They're kind of like a local spot.
Yeah.
They do it New York style, and they have this like shaved sausage that they do. That's like, instead of just like the crumbles, it's kind of like a longer, coily kind of thing.
Sounds good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually really good. It's almost like a gyro texture, like a gyro meat texture.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
And also shout out gyros, man.
I love gyros.
Gyro freak.
Oh man, yes.
I forget what that place was in Washington, but I used to go with my homie John all the time.
Oh, cool.
And get gyros. They were so good. But I feel like I used to do pepperoncinis all the time on my pizza.
Yeah.
And I kind of fell off for a little bit, but I might start doing that again. There's not onions are a must on pizza. I believe
Or a must. I like onions,
but I feel like if we're building the perfect pizza,
right,
you're already like nutritionally
okay.
Like, you're fucking
True.
yourself
All right.
up.
Fair
so
enough.
let's just pretend.
All right. So onions.
Like we can make it good. I think you
Peppers?
do onions. You can do peppers.
Bell
I'm
peppers.
okay with that.
Okay.
Pepperoncinis,
Pepperoncinis.
pepperoni, pineapple,
Yeah. I love
stuffed
pineapple.
crust,
Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. You're speaking my language.
and
all right.
that's it.
Good.
Bob's your uncle.
True.
You know,
all right.
like-
For me, it's. I love. Okay, this is where I do like bacon. Going back to bacon,
Okay.
pepperoni, ham, bacon, sausage, all of it.
Okay. Here's my thing, and
Yeah.
I agree with you on bacon.
Yes.
That I think it's wildly overrated.
Yeah.
And I think that have you ever had fatback? No, because you're white. It's a soul food. I'll have to try to, like, I used to be able to get it at the store right down the street, but they stopped carrying it. I got some a while ago. It's like salt pork. And when you buy it, it's just this brick.
Oh, okay.
And it's like all the most fat cuts from the pig, but it just comes in a block. I don't even know how they make it. It's so salty, and it's so, like, sometimes you get a piece that's like super chewy and it's hard and you're gnawing on it like almost like beef jerky.
Yeah.
But then every now and then you get a piece that, like, even just like half of it might just be like this succulent, like melts in your mouth, like fatty kind of thing. And it's so good. It's so terrible for you, but most soul food kind of is. But it was a staple in my house growing up. I actually had it camping one time, changed my life.
Wow.
Fatback over a fire was like primo shit. So like I would even say, like, if you made a BLT with fatback.
Yeah, so BLT. Right. So back to that.
But I think that bacon is overrated, but I also feel like, you know, it obviously depends on the time of day. I
Right.
would not start my day with a BLT. You know, I would obviously go for a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it's, let's talk lunch.
Okay.
Let's just say it's specifically lunchtime. You're in
Right.
the middle of your day. You got an hour for lunch. What do you want to eat that's going to sustain you for the rest of the day? For me, it's a BLT.
But dude, it's like 2 vegetables and 1 tiny piece of meat.
No,
That's all.
When I worked in sandwiches, I was a sandwich artist, professional, not Subway, local
Fair
deli.
Enough. Fair enough.
I would put like 5 or 6 pieces. I would layer it up. There'd be a nice solid layer of bacon.
Yeah.
You get some nice perfect mayo on the bread.
Oh, well, so there's the mayo. They don't ever put mayo on a BLT when you think about
I think
it.
there's mayo.
Oh,
I think
well,
I think
all
it's
right.
like classically
Where's the
mayo.
cheese? That's the problem too.
With or without cheese, man.
Fuck that.
I actually
just
because here's the thing, when I'm eating a BLT,
people hate cheese and I don't get it.
I love cheese. And I have a complicated relationship because cheese doesn't like me. But I love cheese.
All right.
So
All
it's
right.
always like when I'm gonna eat some cheese, I kind of got to plan my day around it.
All right.
But when I'm eating a BLT, when I'm in the mood for it, it's like I want something that's light, isn't gonna fuck up my system,
Right.
but it's also going to at least make me believe that I have energy. And I feel like, you know, you get a nice piece of lettuce and some tomato.
Yeah.
You get the protein in the bacon.
Okay.
You get a nice piece of bread. That's food energy.
True.
You know?
Okay.
And a bacon, egg, and cheese, that's just, I'm going to say it, it's kind of gluttonous.
Yeah. Hip-hop.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like, and I love a bacon, egg, and cheese. New Yorkers, don't come for me. All-time food. all-time food.
Yeah.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. I'll eat it any fucking day of the week.
Okay.
But breakfast or even dinner. You know what I mean?
Breakfast for dinner. No, I'm against that.
What?
Yeah, that will save, I think. Cause yeah.
How long are we going?
Yeah.
Hour 13?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I
All
know,
right.
I know.
Breakfast for dinner. That'll be next week.
Yeah, we should.
I think on that note, yeah, we can end.
Cool.
Thanks everybody for watching. What an episode. Hey,
I know.
episode 10.
Yeah.
We've been doing this 10 weeks in a row. Mm-hmm. Well, not in a row, but like almost for the most part.
Yeah.
We made it to double digits. We have 24 subscribers last I checked.
Not bad.
On our way up.
Yeah,
the goal is to always have more subscribers than we do episodes.
Yes.
That's my thing.
I agree.
If we got to episode 24 and we're still at 24,
It's not. It won't happen. Yeah.
I hope not.
No.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
Please.
Keep an eye out for the crowdfunding for our short film.
Yep.
Check out the Death Stranding video.
Yep.
Artistic analysis on YouTube and Instagram. You can follow us there.
Yes. And our TikTok as well.
Our TikTok.
This podcast.
Punch the Monkey. Love you.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about you. Hope you're good. Watch Yellow Jackets.
Yes.
Anything else?
I'll watch it. Nope. I think that's it.
All right.
All I got.
Peace, y'all. Thanks for 10 great episodes. We'll see you for episode 11.
Ooh.
All right. That was a bad one. All right. That's good. All right.